Good morning. Welcome to the channel. Gray cloudy day, and I'm Gray Cloud, Sage of the Eternal Moment. Yeah, I was wearing this shirt the other day, I believe, the last video I made. But anyway, I'm gonna do this video here. It's gonna be a Jesus calling. I haven't done one of those for you guys in a couple of days. I've read them to myself. Um, Now what's going on? Nothing particularly bad. It's just several times this week, as you know, uh, I got up and I went into town at least 3 days out of this week, I think. And then one day, which I think was Wednesday, I didn't go into town, but I just didn't really do anything at all, not even in the trailer. But I've already been up now, and I have washed my dishes, and I'm trying to make a video here. So let's go with Jesus Calling November 16th. As you look at the day before you, you see a twisted, complicated path with branches going off in all directions. You wonder how you can possibly find your way through that maze. Then you remember the one who is with you always, holding you by your right hand. You recall my promise to guide you with my counsel, and you begin to relax. As you look again at the path ahead, you notice that a peaceful fog has settled over it, obscuring your view. You can see only a few steps in front of you, so you turn your attention more fully to me and begin to enjoy my presence. Now, this next paragraph, I really talked to me. The fog is a protection for you. The fog is a protection for you, calling you back into the present moment. Although I inhabit all of the space and time, you can communicate with me only here and now. Today, the fog will no longer be necessary for you. Will have learned to keep your focus on me and on the path just ahead of you. And when I was reading that just a minute ago to myself, I was thinking, I've been laying in there for a little while, and I had took something to help me go back to sleep earlier this morning, and then I was still, but at some point I had pretty much slept about as long as I was going to, and but when I read that paragraph to myself, I feel like there's where I've been. Like I feel like I've been in a hazy, weird fog, and you guys can tell. Like I can tell in my own creating of videos that some of the videos ain't coming out. You can tell there's just something not quite there with me as far as, and I keep calling it motivation. Um, like, and I think the lack of motivation for me is, not centering my focus where it's supposed to be and where, I know it does best for me. If I focus on my relationship in the divine plan and I focus on trying to get back into my studies and doing anything like that outside of, just being a lump on a log, that helps me. And so I don't know. I can tell a difference. It's like the since I didn't make as many videos this past week. Now, don't get me wrong. I do like when I'm sitting here at the trailer and I'm going stir crazy. If I'm feeling like I'm capable of walking to wherever people are, to a store or something, I'm going to do it because I never know what given day I may not even feel like doing that. And but it sucks. Physically I can deal with pain a lot easier than up here. Now, when I'm off here, man, I just don't know what to do. And like I said, I feel like I've had a fog going on. I've been going through some thickness of something, and it's been hard to see clearly what's up ahead of me, which is the big Kuna. And so this morning, reading that, I was thinking it made sense to me that I've already got up and made myself get some dishes washed, and I've swept a little bit, did some touch mopping, uh, cleaned up after bitty bitty. And then I read this to myself. And then I was listening to music. When I get done with this, I'm going to go back with my headphones. I'm just trying to keep myself occupied. And, I'm waiting for a message back from somebody that owes me some money. I'm almost broke. A lot of times I don't go to town that often during a week. Like I might go, but I don't go like when I was going to town this past week, I was going and like since I was getting up and not eating anything. Well, when I got into town, I was eating. So you know how that goes. You buy something to eat every day. Now I wasn't eating twice a day out, but each day I went out, I bought lunch, and I was spending anywhere from 6 at Subway to 11 at McDonald's, depending on what I got. Well, in 3 or 4 days of eating out, let's say it's $10 a pop. That's 30, $40 right there that I just spent into, and I only had so much. But I'm trying to. I haven't heard from my buddy that came by last week or whenever it was. I had to split something with him, and he owes me, and I just hadn't heard from him. So I went ahead and messaged him this morning and said, hey, let me know when you might be able to give me a little bit of that cash because I might need it to get something from the store. Now, I'm not completely broke just yet, and this is not me trying to beg for nothing. Of course, I have asked people to help before. Uh, another interesting news I've got going on is a little big girl, Lady Bird's puppy. She's more than likely pregnant. Now, that's my own doing of, no, I mean, I didn't do it, but you know what I mean? For the longest, I was meaning to get Ladybird fixed. I live in a place where I don't drive. I have a hard enough time getting to the dang store. And, like just getting to the store to do the things I need to do, like getting necessities, is sometimes the most difficult thing for me to get a ride. So I'm having to walk and stuff. So, like, even if I could get my dogs to the place that I could get it done for cheaply, I have to organize how I'm going to get there. How much is it going to cost? I got to know all this stuff. And it's just been one headache after another sometimes. But of course, I didn't ever get her a collar and get her trained on the cable, so I could have kept a better eye on her. But Astro got a hold of her yesterday, so I'm sure y'all wanted to know all that. So I guess what I'm saying is by probably the turn of the year, I'm going to have to be dealing with another litter that I have to try to, take care of until their eyes are open and they start moving around, and I can see if people, I can give them away. I'm not going to let it set me back. I just tell you how I felt here lately. And I'm kind of just talking into the camera because I have been in just a weird, funky mood. And I'm even anticipating on maybe trying to go live here in a minute. So look, in the next hour, just be looking at the channel, looking at your notifications. You may see that I'm live, okay? And I don't know if I do go live. Hopefully, a few people show up, and I'll stay on for a little bit of time and chat with everybody. So I'll see you later. I'm gonna get off here. Great Cloud, States of the Eternal Moment. Over and out. Ditto. Oh wait, why don't I give you the references here? Psalm 73, 23 through 24, Psalm 25, 4 through 5, and then you got 1 Corinthians 13, verse 12. So I almost forgot that, and you know who I am, Gray Cloud, Sage of the Eternal Moment, over and out. I've already said this, but I'm going to say it again because it means I love you. Ditto.